And I completely understand that. But thank you for absolutely everything, and thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I'll talk to you in about an hour.
Turns out okay.
Huh? Yeah, it should. This case is getting dragged out.
Turns out okay.
It should turn out okay. This case is getting dragged out. It's so doggone stupid. But the thing about it is, like, I must say, like, to me, my ex, like, he's just showing his same dangerous behavior. Girl, mind you, it's been a year since I've left him, and his behavior's only gotten worse. He's just trying different ways to try to get a rise out of me or rattle me. But every time he tries to provoke me, girl, it's the weirdest thing. It's like it doubles back tenfold. It's the most weirdest frequency, the most weirdest energy I've ever witnessed. From the doctors telling him to stop arguing. Girl, he even tried to force a mandated report. So like when I did, have my time with the baby, he was trying to say, because my baby was diagnosed with behavioral health due to trauma after my ex withheld him, right? And so I had my baby checked out and everything to take care of him. And my ex was trying to say, oh no, she trained the baby to like hit himself. That's what she was doing. And so he tried to do like a false child abuse report. And do you know that the pediatricians made me aware of it? And they were like, yeah, he tried to do this. Have you had any other issues with him outside of court? And I'm like, other than when I've left him, not really. But I must admit, I mean, he's spiraling. He's been losing his damn mind. And he continues to. Even down to when he emailed me. Girl, he just emailed me that video of my dad and everything. Just this past weekend. Like FYI, for your information, I do have this, because I've been saying, like, I don't even think he has a video. But to me, once he showed that video, I'm like, oh, great. So you entrapped my dad and you badgered him into giving like false statement without his knowledge, without his even permission. Right. And now you fueled that for your case, and you're over here collaborating with my ex-friend Kai, who's just, girl, and she's just like over there riding or dying for him. Like he's like the best thing ever. It's like, girl, you can have him, really. You know what I mean? And it's the craziest shit. And it's like, so, okay, you're showing me that you were willing to stoop this low to pursue this case. I haven't had to stoop at all. I've just been documenting, staying honest, protecting myself. I've been, forwarding everything over. This whole shit, I've been talking about it on my YouTube channel and everything, because I'm like, this man will not continue to like abuse me in private. He will not continue to get away with this stupid behavior, because this affects the child.
Right.
I'm not going to stoop to his level.
I didn't know he had found you. I mean, how did he find you? Because I remember you were hiding from him.
Yeah, when I was in the hotel. Kai is the one who told him everything. So when I moved in with her, she told him everything.
Oh, I told him where you were.
Yeah, she compromised. Wow. She compromised me in the baby's location, and then she lied. But either it's her that lied or it's still him. Either way, talking about crack houses and drug dens and all this shit, and riled him up.
Oh boy.
Yep.
It's probably both, but it's probably him, because if he could prove that, then he'll get the baby from you.
And that's the thing. He hasn't been able to prove anything. If anything, it's actually because what's been happening now is it's just kind of like him sending that video of my dad. It's showing me how far he went to pursue this case with no actual evidence or grounds. And I think even he knows that video is not admissible in court. But the weird thing is, I'm not sure if he actually gave that to the Guardian. Because if he gave that to the Guardian, if he's actually circulating that video to court officials, well, that just shoots him in the foot even more. That makes him look like an idiot. It shows malintent, malicious intent.
Good morning. You should be able to get. Did you get the document from there?
Did I get the what?
from your dad.
Oh yeah, I got a statement and everything from my dad, and my dad is like, yeah, like stepping up and everything. I got a statement and everything from my dad. Because even when I would ask my dad, because my ex always would tell me, like, he always would tell me, I got a video of your own dad saying that you were in a crack house. Your own dad said it. Your own dad said it. I'm like, my dad told you no such thing, you fool. You know what I mean? And now here it is months later, he's showing me, that he finally had this video or whatever. But like, I told my dad, because even when I would ask my dad months ago, I was like, Dad, did you really like give a statement to him? Because that's what my ex has always been claiming. And my dad's like, I have no idea what that man's talking about. Mind you, my own father, because my dad was also acting as a liaison. Like when I first moved into our family home and everything, my dad was trying to act as a liaison between, the baby and I and Eric. And my dad literally said, I cannot deal with him anymore. He's infuriating. Because, when my dad was meeting up with him, my ex was like, I'm the best thing she ever had. She'll never have anyone like me. I'm the best one she ever had. She's never going to find anybody there. No. Oh, and she was in a fucking crack den. Oh, she tried to take my kid on a date, which I don't know where the hell he got that information from. He was trying to say, I was, I don't blame you. Nobody wants anything to do with my ex. And I think that's a big part of the thing too, because a part of me thinks that he knows it. Nobody on my end is dealing with this fool. Nobody thinks that what he's doing is right. It's bad enough that he started the case to begin with. This man threatened my life, then came after me with like a false custody case based on no valid claims, with no evidence, has lied to his entire circle, like to where even people in his circle still, look and support me or whatever, even if they're just watching my social media and just trying to be supportive or whatever. Like, it's so unfortunate. And then when I had gotten sick during April or whatever, I told him I wasn't feeling well because, I'm in court with him. I can't go into detail. I was having like, I don't know if Brent told you, like, I was having high fevers with heavy bleeding in between my cycles of 102.7. Like, it was insane. And that was happening for a while. I wasn't going to go into detail with that man about that because every time I've said anything or done anything, he's tried to take advantage. And that's always who he's been. He's very like pathological. Like he's to me, it's like bordering like psychopathic behavior for real. Like, I'm pretty disturbed. And so then when I told him I wasn't feeling well, he tried to default the case within like 12 days. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, like, what is your problem? And then when they didn't default and they actually, had me and baby reunite again, and I've been like caring for baby in my time or whatever. And like, we have like these, because actual custody and allocation of rights has not been established yet. We're both still just exchanging the baby. And so, no custodial order or allocation.
He's trying to do what he could do to get the baby. Have you seen the baby?
Yeah.
The baby?
Yeah. And so right now, like, he's actually lied on court paperwork. So what he did, because during that exchange was the baby was already over there. And during that exchange, when I had gotten sick, because I gotten sick when I was due to go and pick the baby up. And unfortunately, when I was sick and everything, I told him like, hey, I'm not feeling well, because I really had to address that bleeding and everything. And when I told him all of that, when I finally reached back out, when that stuff cleared up, because I was like bleeding even through Mother's Day. And like that time period, he was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he tried to default the case. And then when he wasn't able to default the case, he like denied me the baby and everything. And so the baby technically lives with him, but there is still no actual allocation of rights or custodial order. We are both still exchanging, especially with a guardian at Litem on the case now. Like, we're both just exchanging the baby until the allocation of rights and the custodial order is in place. And he's been trying to, a part of me thinks that he's trying to provoke me, but like, to me, he just looks crazy. So instead of getting like a direct response or reaction out of me, girl, I just document him. Girl, I just go on my YouTube channel about it and say, well, he's acting crazy today. And everything is just well documented, because it's like, girl, I'm not going to play with crazy. Okay. It's like, he can be crazy on his own, because he's already shot himself in the foot a lot, especially now with it being revealed that he has actually no evidence, and he badgered my dad into a statement without my dad's permission or knowledge. It's like he's just showing more of what a damn sicko he is. And it's sad. And unfortunately, in court right now, there's been nothing done about his behavior, and that's been a problem too. They haven't addressed his behavior yet. It's pretty hard too, because the courts, abuse and reckless behavior. Unfortunately, it has to get pretty dangerous before they even do anything. So it's like where we're at right now is just, extending time, and all of that, and, going over the baby's pediatrics and stuff like that. But I mean, my ex is just like a sicko, and it's sad. And I don't blame you for not wanting anything to do with him. And I get it. I completely get it. I'm just grateful to you for everything that you did do for me and my baby. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to Brandon. I'm grateful to all y'all, because I mean, you were really there for me, and I do understand your concern. And I just, I appreciate you. Like, I get it.
Yeah, that's what I said. And that was my only thing. And I, told that to Brandon too.
Mm-hmm.
In which he said the same thing. As I said, Brandon told me a bit about him. You told me a bit about him.
Mm-hmm.
So
he is a gun owner.
I don't want him following me.
Right. And he is a gun owner. And he has all them type of crazy guns. And he's a type, like, he has dark connections. He can do dark things if he wants to. He's capable.
Oh, I know.
And that's why I left him when he threatened my life. And especially because his eyes changed. That's why I left him. I had to leave his ass. I had no choice.
Now, Brandon, he pretty much told me about him and who he is. And he said the same thing. He said, well, Mom, just, make sure you don't have to, come, forces with him or see him.
Yep.
By you doing this. And I said, okay, I told him I will. I would just call in the morning and just verify that once I give the statement, can they force me to come into court, because I did give a statement. And then I said, after I do that, then I'll call her. But I just said, I'll call you this morning and let you know that I'll call you back. And then one thing, Callie, do you be afraid while he has your child, because y'all share the baby?
I do, because, I mean, to be honest, he's already exposed. Like, so when the baby's been over there, my ex has been prioritizing a lot of drama. Like, even at the pediatrics appointment when we were both there, he's literally arguing and trying to, like, provoke me. Like, girl, he started trying to pull out his phone and record me at the pediatrician's and act a plum-ass fool. Girl, do you know that the head doctor had to come in and tell him to stop arguing? He argues, he's hostile in front of the child. He's always been this way in front of the baby. When I do my stuff or whatever, like, I don't pick the baby up till like around this weekend or whatever. It might be sooner. We'll see what they say in court. But I don't pick the baby up till this weekend. Like, whenever I'm around my baby, I don't do my YouTube stuff like that. I'm not even like on the phone like that, because I'm with my child. That baby has my undivided attention. And here you got this fool over here prioritizing drama and mess while the baby's over there. And he's an alcoholic.
Wow. I don't know. And I will see, what I'll do is I will call you back.
Yeah.
About 9:30, I'm going to get on in this building.
Okay.
And then I'll call you back at 9:30. I'm going to talk to my attorney first and just double check.
They already have my hotel itinerary and everything. They're already aware of that. And so I can tell my aunt, hey, even though, Brandon's mom, made this statement and everything, she doesn't want to be in court. But that is your right, though. Like, you don't have to be in court. Like, you have my word. I'm not going to force you to come. I mean, everybody's wanting to protect themselves from my ex. It's gotten so crazy that, during the exchanges, Brandon's been on the phone with me to make sure I'm safe, because my ex has been crashing out that bad.
No, Brandon sort of gave me a background of him, and you did too. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say, I move about a lot by myself. And that's why I just didn't want to mess with him, because I know you told me how he was and who he is. Mm-hmm. So that's why I just said, well, let me, I don't mind helping and give the statement. I just want to make sure, because it wouldn't be, even though your aunt is the lawyer, the court made say, nope, you got to come to court. You know, they may bring me in. So I just wanted to, and then can you just ask her, can they make me come once I give the statement?
Okay, I can ask her. I can ask her, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only thing, like I said, that's probably, you know, I want to help, and I...
Yeah, no, he should not come after my people, like, you know, unfortunately, you know, he's already, like, crossed my father, so it's just pretty much putting boundaries and stuff up because of the behavior and everything, but, like, in all honesty, it's just, like, because he pretty much, like, he's essentially just lied. His entire petition for this whole custody case that he pursued against me, he's lied, because he was talking about how I was, like, you know, in a drug den, how, oh, my behavior is, like, erratic and unstable, oh, she did this, and it's like, no, like, you know, I was with y'all, like, literally, you helped me get into the hotel and everything, and I was in the hotel for 3 weeks, and, like, I even told Brandon last night, like, I'm still so tremendously grateful, and it's like, it's unfortunate because it's like, what's been kind of unraveling in the case now is that it's just becoming, I mean, we always knew this, but it's just becoming more and more apparent that my ex started this case for malicious and vindictive reasons and not off of anything based in truth, which is a huge issue because essentially it's like perjury.
So what you have a lawyer?
Yeah, I do.
So what is the lawyer saying?
So she's like been pushing for me. She didn't join the case until June. She actually, you know, she's a family member and she actually specializes in family law, and she intervened. She ended up intervening in the case because during the period when I had gotten sick and everything, I'm not sure if Brandon told you about this, but I ended up going through some really, really, really awful bleeding and really high fevers due to my fibroids dissolving and everything, like in April. And when I told my ex I wasn't feeling well, he tried to default the case, and then he withheld the baby for 3 months. And so during that time period, that's when my family member, she saw what was going on, and she was like, oh my God, no, because what she saw was my ex trying to take like advantage, and like he was going to try to close the case like while I was sick. It was like one of the most sickest things. So she's intervened and she's like, you know, working on stuff. And so it's been good, but it's like, you know, the problem has definitely really been my ex's behavior, because he's been crashing out. I mean, he lost his mind at the pediatrics appointment. He's, you know, just spiraling, honestly, just like losing his mind. And it's like, you know, it's bad enough that he started this case like on false pretenses and stuff like that. I don't think he expected, I don't really know what his problem is. I really don't know if he expected like my people to like really step in for me the way they have, because, you know, I'm covered on all ends because everything that I'm saying is and has been true. I've never needed to lie in court about anything. You know what I mean? But here he is. He started an entire custody case. It's talking about crack houses and drug dens, like with actual, like, no evidence, and pushed it through and badgered my dad, like wouldn't take no for an answer, because like he has a recording of my dad where he keeps saying, oh yeah, she took the baby to a crack house, she did this, I know she did, I did it, and you can hear my dad going, yeah, it's a crack house. It's like, I didn't know that. And you know, during the time period of the hotel, you know, nobody knew that I was there for a while because all of us were trying to keep the hotel under wraps. As a domestic violence survivor, the man had literally threatened my life. And he's trying to say the hotel was a crack house.
Well, they should be able to give records of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they could, you know, see what type of hotel it was. That's what I said.
I gave the itinerary. I gave the itinerary, and they're aware, and they know that, you know, a family helped me, and you did too.
Okay, because I don't remember how many days did I pay for?
You paid for like that first, like, you know, weekend through. The checkout was going to originally be, I think, on that Tuesday, and then that's when my family had picked it up and just kept extending it
Right.
until I had moved in.
So what do you need me to pretty much say? That I paid for you to have for a hotel for you and the baby for 3 days?
Yeah, just pretty much. Just be like, yeah, I helped Callie and the baby and everything like that.
I mean, that's what I did. So, okay, I just, like I said, I don't have to come to court or anything, do I?
No, you don't have to come to court or anything. I'm just like lining up all my people and everything. And I just I really appreciate just like all the support and stuff, because I don't know how far this case is going to go. The fact that it's really coming out super public that, this entire case was based on lies and hostility and just like maliciousness, like malicious intent from my ex. The fact that this is all coming out publicly, you already know I'm just covering all my ducks in a row, as I should. And I'm just very appreciative for all of you who are willing to just give your statements or whatever, and just, talk about how helpful you've been or everything like that. And I mean, you were very concerned about me and the baby. I mean, I remember us talking. You know what I mean? Like, I know that you helped me with the hotel and everything, but I remember when you were trying to offer me other options and stuff. And yes, that's, between us and everything, but it's I'm blessed and grateful for the help that I received. It's not like I was just out here bad with my baby, and I definitely wasn't in no damn, drugged in crack house or anything of that nature. You all made sure that me and baby were safe. You know what I mean? So to start a whole petition and to start a whole case fueled on lies, and then my ex entrapped my dad. My dad didn't even know he was being recorded. You know what I mean? And then my dad's like, well, wait.
Well, that shouldn't hold up in court, though, because you have to agree to being recorded. So they shouldn't even listen to that, and that should not be held up in court. Because he didn't agree to the recording.
And you know what's crazy? See, I don't know if he's been honest with the court officials about that recording of my dad, and that's the sad part about it. I don't know if he... because there is a guardian ad litem involved in this case, and my ex has been spiraling, saying, oh, I sent the guardian the recording of your dad. I sent the guardian the recording of your dad. But the guardian hasn't, obviously, if the guardian truly thought that I was in a crack den or a drug den with my child, I would not even have access to my baby. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even be with they wouldn't even have me around my child. I'd be out here getting drug tested and all that. And so it's kind of making me wonder, okay, did he really submit all of this? Or, because that's another thing too, if he is submitting, this without the video of my dad, without my dad's permission, to court officials, and people just haven't decided on it yet, well, then it's almost like another way of him shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah, well, my thing then would be, of course, your dad would probably have to appear to let him.
Yeah, and my dad is willing. Yeah, and so that part's covered. My dad's willing. My dad even gave me a public statement with his permission and everything, to utilize. So that's good. So that part is covered. It's just I've had my friends step in, because during that time period when my ex was arrested, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with me and baby and everything during that time period. I mean, I was constantly on the phone. I mean, I was talking with Brandon, talking with you, meeting up with you, talking with you, talking with Christian and everything, talking to my dad. It's not like I was out here bogus. It's I'm very blessed for the help that I received. And so to talk about how, oh yeah, she was out here bad, she can't take care of the baby. Oh yeah, she was in a crack den for all these days. And there's also been a bit of an issue, because that friend who I ended up living with, well, she ended up being completely erratic. I'm not sure how much Brandon told you about even that, but unfortunately she actually does have a pill habit, unfortunately. And I reported her to my program, Kids Above All, once I found out, because she picked up drugs at the Starbucks at my ex and the baby, at the place where they would exchange the baby. Because remember, I was having her be a liaison, because I had an order of protection on him, and I was processing the criminal charges. And so she would wild out. She was always fighting with her ex. So I told her, I'm like, look, I'll call the cops on you if this escalates, because I had to protect my child and I. And she just kept spiraling. And I ended up having to call the cops on her. Because she just lost her mind. Her behavior is awful. She's always fighting, always arguing. When I confronted her about her picking up the drugs at the Starbucks, she became completely like irate, like lost her mind. And I didn't care. And then she literally lost her mind saying, I'm gonna put you and this baby out. And so the crazy part about this too is, now I know that her and my ex were talking, because during her exchanges with the baby and everything, I know that her and my ex were talking, but I'm really like very much suspecting of them like hooking up and messing around, because girl, tell me why. Essentially, Eric, like my ex, he listened to her lies, because I'm not even really sure where this whole drug den, crack den thing came from. I always thought he was trying to talk about my family home because my grandmother passed, late 2023. And when he met my grandmother, yes, this house did need work. It did need clearing out and stuff. And I've done that, and I've made, beautiful space for me and my baby here. So I thought that he was trying to take personal digs, but either he was in, cahoots and like co-conspirated this case with Kai as like some malicious thing, or he's just, listening to whatever he heard. But the weird thing about it is he's not used Kai as a witness. He entrapped my dad instead, which is a whole different level of just sickness, honestly.
Yeah.
So
he's seemed pretty crazy.
What
time is your court?
I do have court here in a couple of hours. I'm like getting ready right now as we speak and everything. And